This is such a critical issue in the region in which I work, Europe and Central Asia, and around the world. So thanks so much for bringing that up. Next, I'm going to hand over to Susan Durston, who's here representing the Moving Minds Alliance. And we have 3 minutes. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. I'm here to talk about education in emergencies and early childhood. Millions of children under 8 face violations of their rights due to conflicts, disasters, and displacement. Emergencies deprive them of essential care, leading to malnutrition, trauma, and violence, while weakening caregivers' ability to provide support. Despite international legal obligations, early childhood development in emergencies remains neglected in humanitarian responses, and disjointed systems fail to integrate comprehensive ECD services. You might be interested to know that a child in a stable country receives more investment in a month than a crisis-affected child receives in 5 years. The sector receives less than 3% of development assistance and only 2% of humanitarian aid. 6 in 10 young refugee children never attend preschool, missing critical development opportunities and the opportunity to build skills and the chance to exercise their agency as they grow. We have some recommendations. Firstly, strengthen laws recognizing inclusive early childhood development as a fundamental right for all children aged 0 to 8, or as we've heard, maybe even before 0, including and especially marginalized groups, and strengthen intersectoral coordination, workforce training, and accountability mechanisms. Secondly, strengthen multi-sectoral data collection to inform policies and ensure equitable financing for early childhood initiatives. Thirdly, allocate a proportional share of the humanitarian budget to early childhood in emergencies with a recommended minimum of 10% and increase by 2% annually. Integrate early childhood, this is number 4, early childhood development in emergencies into emergency plans with fully funded interventions covering health, nutrition, protection, education, and caregiver support. Implement culturally appropriate programs with local early childhood experts. Ensuring holistic early childhood in emergencies is a humanitarian imperative and a legal obligation under international law. Prioritizing and accelerating investment in early childhood in emergencies safeguards children's survival, development, and dignity, and upholds their fundamental rights. The recommended actions will help break cycles of poverty, build resilience in communities, and foster a peaceful, equitable, and sustainable future for generations to come. And our vision in this alliance, which contains nearly 50 members, is a world in which families and communities affected by crisis can nurture the well-being and development of their young children and uphold their rights. And to achieve this, we advocate for better outcomes and equity for young children affected by crises everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's such a critical issue and some very scary data that you presented as well.